Hey family, welcome back for our last Backstage pass for this particular series called EXILES. So glad to have you. Hey, just real quick reminder, November 7th, that would be not this upcoming Sunday like tomorrow, but the Sunday after that. We are all systems a go. Bring your kids, bring your families. You know, if you have never joined us in person, we would invite you to do so. 2330 North Pacific Highway. If it's been a while since you've joined us, join us. If you're used to joining us, continue joining us. And in fact, all three of those categories, please invite your friends and family along with you, okay? Just wanna highlight that. Also, if TLR is your church home, make sure you link arms with us on being on one of our rotating teams and to be able to have our Sunday morning gatherings happen, okay? So again, November 7th at 10 a.m., okay? So here's the question I wanna pose to you, as well as we're gonna be joined today by a couple, and it'll be kind of fun how we're gonna have a little bit of fun with how this one works. So, but here's the question, what comes to mind first? What comes to mind first when you think of the empires of men versus the kingdom of God?
What comes to mind when you think of empire of man versus kingdom of God? Tough question.
So when I think of the empire of man versus the kingdom of God, the empire of man is really everything that takes us further away from God. Things like pride and arrogance, perfectionism, envy, busyness, judgment, anything that can really bolster up yourself.
Best I could probably come up with is everything here in this world that we live in right now is something that ultimately leads to sin, which is absolutely horrible.
The kingdom of God is, humility and compassion, love and perfection, relationships, grace.
Kingdom of God is anything and everything we could ever hope for and want. And it's all ultimately provided by God, which is absolutely amazing. Something to think about.
Living in this tension between these two as an exile can be very difficult. More than anything, for me, I think raising children in this tension is the hardest part of being an exile. We are trying to teach them that, yes, we have to live in this world. We are not of this world. And more important than anything is that we follow Jesus, that we, cling to his word in all situations, no matter what our friends are saying, our family is saying, this world is saying, the news, the media. It's very, very easy to want to believe all those things. But when we remember the God we serve, it does make it a lot easier to try and live in this world. I am excited to hear more of some practical steps that we can take to continue living as an exile, and just how we move forward in this world.
Hey, great job, Josh and Colleen. We love you, and hopefully that gets the wheels turning for everybody else. Join us this Sunday as we finish out Exiles, and we look forward to being able to launch our next series. And on November 7th, again, doors wide open, and the series we'll be launching into for that next month is called Make It Count.